Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more TACTeam Scotland with my friend Shenra. Say hello.
Hello.
So we were just discussing off camera the ideas about how we want to kind of analyze this war situation we're in, and I was saying that I'm looking at the case. So there's like 1.8% revolt risk in every province in England because they've got 10.56 war exhaustion. And here's the thing, is if we spend the maximum amount to support English peasants, it's like 12 ducats a month. We have no money. But if we took out a loan to cover the cost of supporting rebels for like, say, 3 years tops, 2 years probably more likely. So on the high end, it'd be 144 ducats a year times 3 years. That's 450 ducats. But if all of these provinces had like 5 or 6% revolt risk, you know from experience, Shen, if you have 6% revolt risk in like 4 provinces, how quickly do those fire?
Pretty freaking fast, especially
within 3 years.
England, because England has a bunch of modifiers early game which trigger these Lollard rebels, and then he'll get the War of the Roses shortly after. So he's primed for this.
Right. So he would, within 3 years, I would say definitely the peasants would rebel, and it would be a massive rebellion because right now it's Wessex, Kent, Oxfordshire, Gloucestershire, Marches, Lancashire, Yorkshire, Northumberland, Norfolk, Derby.
Yeah, and he has some nationalists in Glamorgan and Cornwall. So,
I don't know. That's the type of weird strategy that I might try to just break England early in the game, but
it's a lot of ducats, but it doesn't mean we can't do it.
So what do you think? I mean, it's up to you. I'll leave it to you.
You want to leave it to me. You come up with this crazy-ass plan. You're like, I'll leave it to someone else. It's not my responsibility.
Messed up. My responsibility for the messed up war with Leinster is still fresh on the books, so...
But it's still going to work out. We're still going to declare war and eat his face. So the plan right now, before we even do this thing with England, the plan right now is we're going to peace out right now. We're going to take Tyrone. Mm-hmm. That will allow us to get an alliance with France.
We're expecting France is going to probably call us in, though, so we should start fabricating a claim on England.
Right. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Would you rather go for the lower base tax Cumbria or the higher base tax Northumberland?
Me personally, I'd probably prefer the higher base tax, wouldn't you?
The only difference is Northumberland has a core that can be spat out, and we could potentially just have a vassal down there to eat English land for us, who already has English culture.
True. We have 4 relationship slots. We're not using any, so...
Right. We were, though. At some point, we were. But yeah, the main difference between having a vassal down there and eating it ourselves is whether we spend our admin points to core it or whether we spend our diplo points to annex it later on. And it's the only difference.
But there's a big difference in cost, too. It's only 10 diplo points per base tax versus 20 admin.
Right.
So usually, at least the way I feel in 1.9, diplo vassalization is like almost always better. But it's messy. It's really messy with Casus Belli. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't border a country, you can't fabricate claims on them. You have to rely on your vassals to do it, and they don't always do it, and it's weird. It'd
be really cool if Paradox added some type of motivation system where you could tell your vassals, like if you change your vassal setting, your subject setting, you change them to aggressive, that should, at least during at peacetime, it should cause them to fabricate claims more often. Why not? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so why don't we fabricate on Northumberland? It sounds like a better plan.
All right, I'll send it right now.
Okay.
And also, between now and when we actually get called into the war, we want to try to get a rival.
Yes, when we're at peace. Okay. And do we want to start the war on Munster before France calls us in? Or should we wait for the war on Munster till after France has decided whether or not to call us in? Because the war on Munster, it can't wait too long. They already have 3 troops. They just doubled their base tax. He could start building more troops today. He's building a ship right now, so that gives us some time. He's building a ship for another 3 months.
The worst case scenario, even if we don't get Leinster, Munster is still our ally. So if France pulls us into the war with England...
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, that's right, we broke the alliance.
Yeah.
We called him into the fake war. But he was neutral. He would accept an alliance if we weren't at war. We could re-ally him. And
I think it's better just to skip Munster. Either we eat him or we don't, but there's no way that we can peacefully vassalize him. He's too big now. 8 base tax is a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're ready, right?
We're ready. Let's peace out. You want to send the offer? I'll send the offer.
You send the offer, I'll peace. As soon as you sent it.
Okay, peace is sent.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, rivals. What do we got? Denmark. Denmark is the only available rival.
Not a good choice.
Yeah.
So question time. I'm a big fan of increasing autonomy after annexing a province. Do you do that?
I either go one of two directions. If I have an army available to handle the rebellion, I will I'll decrease autonomy, force the rebellion, get the -20 for squashing it, and if I don't have an army nearby, I'll raise autonomy and just leave it alone.
Well, the Irish provinces are actually pretty decent base tax. They're all like 4 base tax. So it'd be nice if we could get some more of that income. The problem is our force limit and our manpower at the start are very small. And I wouldn't want to waste too many troops trying to deal with rebellions. If we have to fight England, that would just be too much hassle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think increasing's better off here.
Right, but we're probably going to get a rebellion anyway. It's even with increasing it, it's going to be at 3% until we finish the core and get our war exhaustion down. And the way that they did it in like 1.92, it's showing 7.4 years right now. But then, like, even if we lower it by a 10% chance, it's still going to be, I don't know, it'll probably fire. But we should raise it. I agree.
Okay.
We've done nothing. We've been talking for like 7 minutes about nothing.
But we're discussing things, and that's good enough. Okay, now, so the second thing we have to decide. Did you get the alliance? Not yet. All right, get the alliance.
With Munster?
No, with France.
France. Okay, we're on the same page, right? Okay. We need a diplomat.
Okay, he's coming back.
All right, got the alliance sent.
Okay, we got our alliance.
Got our stability.
Finished our mission.
Ooh. We got a mission for an alliance with Connaught. If you want 25 diplo power, we could just break it again.
I wanted to.
We can ally him and break it.
Well, does that hurt relations with anyone else? Oh, Munster went hostile, by the way. Does that hurt relations with anyone else if we break it?
No.
I don't think so.
No, but we can't do it anymore because they're hostile.
No, the mission was for Connaught.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of Munster. You're right.
Oh, the mission's gone. What?
No, I still see the mission. No,
you
you're
still
right.
have the mission?
No,
It's gone.
What'd you do?
Nothing. We paused the game and the mission left.
I saw it 3 seconds ago. Now it's improved relations with.
Whatever. Well, we do need to fabricate on Connaught. So should we do that now, or should we wait until the fabrication on England's done?
Well, we kind of need a diplomat, don't we?
Yeah, so we'll just wait. Okay. So hopefully France will call us in here. So then the question is, do we support rebels in England, or do we spend some money to get some troops?
I don't know. The rebels thing is a big risk, but it has such a big payoff. If the rebels go nuts and they break England, we could see things like Northumbria just getting spit out on its own.
Mm-hmm.
We could see we could just declare war on England. You know,
True.
Just go attack them.
Well, his exhaustion's up to 10.6. The unrest is up to 1.9. So it's increasing on its own. We could mothball our heavy. In fact, why don't we mothball our heavies again? That'll save us some cash. And why don't we throw what money we can into supporting rebels? But let's not take out 400 ducats of loans.
We don't have any money. we make negative 0.07.
Mothball those 3 heavies and it'll change. Those things are expensive.
Most of them were already mothballed, weren't they?
No.
Oh, okay. That's right. We
They're
unmothballed
half a ducat a month.
Yeah. We need to get rid of these. Okay.
Okay, there's the call.
We're still going to mothball the heavies, I
Yes.
assume.
There's no reason to keep the heavies out. In fact, we should dock our trade ships before we accept this.
Yeah. That's a good call. I would probably forget that. Let's send them to Lothian. So France doesn't... Okay, it doesn't work the opposite direction. We were talking about that between videos too. Like, you know, Munster didn't get called into Tyrone's war, but France is all about it.
Yeah, Tyrone's war he was losing 100%. If he was losing by about 15%, he definitely would have called Munster in. But because he was losing so badly, Munster had no interest. In this scenario, France is winning big. So he's like, yeah, come join the fun. Join the party.
Okay, there's still 23,000 rebels in London.
Yes. But
England is not fighting them.
England has 31,000 troops, and most of them are going to be in Essex. When you're sailing back to Lothian with the trade ships, take a look at Essex and see what kind of stack he has there.
Okay. I think we should hold off on joining for at least like 2 months. Let our war exhaustion tick down just a tiny bit.
Well, how much time do we have? It's December 19th.
You usually have 3 months to honor a call before it'll auto.
I thought it was 60 days, but okay.
Like I would go until February 1st, and then I would say, okay, we have to answer this pop-up.
Okay, well, with our 98 ducats, I think it's imperative that we get some more troops.
Okay, and we should probably hide in the Highlands.
Yes. So let's build...
Or we could just go to Ulster and hide behind the Strait Crossing.
He can get across there, no problem.
True.
But it is a better defensive bonus.
And if he has more maneuver, you can actually avoid Strait Crossing penalties just like rivers.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Oh, that's so annoying.
It's such a big change, too, because it used to be that straits they're going to be there.
All right, so I'm going to recruit a cavalry in the Highlands and another soldier in Aberdeen. Try to recruit as far away from the English border as possible. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's wait until February.
Okay, so there he is. Hold on. Okay, well, we missed it. But he has 23,000 troops in Essex.
Okay.
So if we see the morale of the sieging stack in London start to drop, then we'll know what's up. Whoa, Sweden's already independent? Really? Holy crap, that was quick.
Did you get a pop-up, or did you just notice?
Yeah, Sweden just won his war against Denmark. Sweden's independent.
Wow. This is a weird game. 4 years in?
You know what? Sweden's going to be an excellent ally. Should I ally him now? Because he's friendly.
Yeah, we have relationship slots, and Denmark was a potential rival.
Okay, and besides, if we want to do anything cool with Scotland, we have to eat Iceland. We have to eat Iceland, and we have a core on. Oh no, we don't. We don't have a core on Orkney. Oh shoot! I thought Scotland started with a core on Orkney. No, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna have to use Sweden to our advantage. All right, Sweden accepted alliance.
Whoa, we have lost the effect of Highland Charge.
What was that?
Land Leader Shock +1.
Why did we lose that?
Was that an event? Did you get an event at one point?
Maybe it was because we were at war. We still have our Scottish tradition, Land Leader Shock.
But we had an extra thing, Highland Charge?
It was an extra thing, yeah.
Do you get that every time you go to war?
I don't know. I hope we do. That sounds fun.
I've never seen that. I thought we just like lost our idea. Okay, well let's risk going till February 1st, and then we'll honor the call. Unless you're right. If you're sure it's 60 days, we should just honor it now.
I don't know. No, it hasn't been 60 days yet, because that was December 19th.
Okay. I'm paranoid now. We're going to make another tactical mistake, and then everyone's going to be like, you can't call this TACTeam. This Scrub Team. Scrub Team Scotland. It's even a better title.
Scrub Squad.
There we go. People will like the alliteration. Okay, so we got our war exhaustion down by 2 ticks. That's good. It makes me happy. So we got onto the call, right? Can't say no.
Yeah. Exhaustion's at 0.6. We should be good to go. France probably won't give us anything, because as soon as we join, I bet France is going to peace out. But let's at least try.
All right. You want me to do it?
I'll do it. All right. Button has been accepted.
I guess that means I have to press it too. Just in case.
What happens if you say no?
Well, remember you said we both had to agree on an event, otherwise it will say... Like if you say no to one thing and I say yes, that it'll do the yes?
It'll do one of them. Yeah, it'll just choose one. It'll probably choose whoever puts in the button first, whoever clicks first. Oh man, okay. Scotland's shame. Well, we're at war with England, folks. This is good. One thing that I hadn't considered is Portugal, but Portugal's already left the war. What? Oh
my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I got this event. The Highlanders arrive.
we get tons of extra troops.
My king, the English are advancing towards Inverness. Most of the nobles won't commit to the fight, but the word has spread. The Highlanders are coming down on their own to join us. They come in the hundreds and thousands.
How many?
We get 4 Latin knights, and it looks like 8 Latin medieval infantry.
Okay, let me cancel troop production, and let me delete these new units, because those guys... That's gonna be too many troops.
Well, why would you want to delete them, though?
No, let's not delete them. It's just we're just going to be over our limit by a lot. Wow.
See, I'm a big fan of going into debt if it causes you to significantly improve your standing in the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Like if we lose 500 ducats for being over the force limit over the next 3 years of war, I don't care, because we beat England.
Okay, no, I'm down with it. Let's do it, but let's hide in the highlands because I'm scared.
I'm worried that we're actually going to be over the force limit in that province. We
No,
are.
we're not.
Yeah, we
Oh
are.
my goodness.
We just
Oh my
gained.
goodness.
We just gained 12 regiments in the highlands. This is the event you were talking about. It's
So
not a
we're
decision.
losing 21 ducats a month, Arumba.
Okay, that might be too much.
It's too much. Can we cut half of those guys? I know they're cool and all.
Oh, fine. Maybe we should have lowered autonomy in in Ulster for the extra force limit.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what do you want to cut?
Probably 2 of the cavalry and maybe 5 soldiers.
Do you want to go
See how
kind of cavalry heavy though? It's so early in the game that the cavalry are probably more valuable than the infantry.
The problem is if we engage, let's say even when we stick with this 13-6, if we engage with this 13-6, we're going to lose our soldiers first. They die first.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're down to what? Let's say we lose a lot of soldiers when we're fighting England's 32,000 troops. We'll be down to like, what, 5,000 soldiers? And then all of a sudden we'll still have 6,000 cav, and then that means our cav fight like crap. So having tons of them doesn't really benefit. At least not as a Western nation.
We can take out 83 loans of 15 ducats.
Oh my god. Please tell me you're not considering that.
No, but I think we should still stay over the force limit, just not by
Right.
this much.
I'm going to delete 7 troops.
All
Because
right.
right now we're over by 12.
We need to go siege Northumberland.
Right, but we don't need to do it this second, and I don't want
We
to
do.
do it. I don't want to do it if England is still thinking about fighting those rebels. I'd rather he fight the rebels, you know.
Right, but we do need to do it right this second because France is the war leader, and if they peace
That's
out,
true.
we need to have that thing occupied, or they won't have any chance to give it to us.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it. Screw it.
It is marsh, defensive territory,
We'll group up in the highlands,
and there
we have to get a general. Oh goodness. Okay.
and there's rivers between Northumberland's a great province for us. There's rivers from Cumbria and Yorkshire, and it's marsh.
All right. So, what do you think? What kind of general are we going to get with our massive 12.6 tradition?
Well, I think it would have been better if we had hired when we still had that event, that country modifier.
Yeah,
+1.
but we still need it. So, what do you think? You think you're going to get a 0-1 or maybe like a 0-5?
It can't
Come
be a
on.
0-1. We've got +1 shock value. Well, it could be if we actually rolled a
All right.
0-0.
It's happened before. Come on.
What do we get?
Oh, we got a 1-1-1. Okay.
It's not
General Alpine Collier. Okay. Alpine. Welcome to Scotland's... Scotland's Surprise. You renamed our army.
great. It did, yeah.
Sure.
What? It's a surprise army. They just showed up in the Highlands.
All right, let's go. To Northumberland.
All right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. My body is ready.
Prepare yourself, England. If they lose their capital, like if they actually get that thing sieged down, that's going to be bad for them. That is a lot of base tax. 12 base tax. And
All
they
right,
lose.
France is offering marriage. Or Sweden's offering marriage. Do we want that?
I think so. I think we'll stay friends with Sweden for a while. What the hell?
We're getting attacked.
Holy crap! Run! There's no way we're going to win this fight. How did they get there before us? What the hell?
Oh, we weren't watching the coastline. There goes our
Oh my
army.
god!
Scotland's surprise. Ailpin Collier, you're a hero.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is kind of what I was thinking is England has this strange thing where they just ignore the rebels. And they're like, oh, we're Scotland. Let's invade Scotland.
Oh my gosh. France! Come help us!
Okay, well, our army's gone. So we're saving some money. That's good. Look on the positives. We're saving money. I'm going to get us a marriage with France.
Okay.
There you go. Yay! Celebrations.
That was really bad.
It was a little bit bad, yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
But, okay, positives. They're suffering attrition.
Yep, you're right. 1%. Yep, 1%.
1% of their whole army. That's like 33,000 men.
Oh,
That's
he's offering us white peace. I'm going to tell him to screw himself. No. Because then France would dislike us. We don't want that.
Of course, that might be better than losing land. And
Well, we won't lose land. There's no way we'll lose land because France is the war leader.
True. But we could get wrecked by war exhaustion for a while.
We're definitely going to get this problem of being looted.
Oh, my God, we're
War
already...
exhaustion.
We're at 3.3 war exhaustion from that fight.
Do we bump it down?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And not until we're at peace. Because there's always the chance that if we actually have a rebellion and it rebels on their troops, that they lose stuff. The AI does that too. They don't lower war exhaustion until they're done with the war.
No, they do. They do.
But they'll usually hold off. They'll always keep diplo points in reserve, and then the war ends, and then they buy it down. So many times I've pushed a country to 20 war exhaustion, and then you go check on them as soon as the war's over, and they're like 4.
Well, I have an ongoing war in my Tunis campaign against Castile. It's been going on for like 30 years. And I have his ports blockaded, so he's taking exhaustion all the time. But he keeps buying it down. Every time it gets above 2, he just buys it down.
Well, there's a 14% chance that London will fall.
Oh, that'd be great. What's the war score with France? War score is 43. So we only lost him about 8%. Not that bad.
Only. How about those English peasants? Support rebels? 12 ducats a month. We have no army. Might as well spend the money, right?
How about we do 3 ducats or 4 ducats?
Okay.
Oh, there goes London.
Let's do it. Come on. We're gonna do guerrilla warfare. The lowest we can do is 5.78.
Go for it. Oh, it's done. The war's over.
Damn it.
Normandy and Gascon. So he didn't get all of it, which means there's going to be a second war. Look at that. He still has Laborde.
Why would he? It's probably because of our battle that he wasn't able to get Laborde. Oh my God.
We totally were awesome in that war.
The Scottish surprise was not very good.
I told you it was supposed to be Scotland's shame.
I renamed it, and then you disbanded the troop. I put it back to Scotland's shame.
Oh, I disbanded it because I didn't want to have England squish it.
You know probably why England was so willing to negotiate is because they had rebels.
Oh yeah, definitely. Are we still supporting?
Yeah,
5
still
ducats a month. Okay.
But now we have a truce, so if they get destroyed, then we can't really take advantage of it.
Well,
for 11 years.
We can take advantage of it by declaring on an ally, like Portugal.
Yeah, how are we going to get a CB against Portugal?
I don't know.
Okay, well, this and more in the next episode.
Wow, I think we did like 8 months in this episode. Awesome.
I know. And all that strategic talk of trying to do stuff, we just messed everything up.
It's okay though, because we're supporting rebels now, and that's definitely going to work.
What's the new series title? Like for when we make mistakes?
Hey Arumba.
Yeah.
Take a look at the revolt risk in Kent and Wessex and Gloucestershire and all those places.
Kent. It's at 0. What has happened? They bought their war exhaustion down.
Just
like I said they would.
It's gone.
They're down to 6.3.
They have no revolt risk anywhere. Wow.
Not even in the provinces that we were supporting rebels?
Nothing.
Foreign support for rebels +2. It's at -0. Okay, well, no more supporting rebels. Stop supporting rebels.
All right. Well, that was a good attempt, everybody. TACTeam Scotland out.
All right, see you in the next video. See you soon.